One thing, I'm actually going to take this out of my ear because it's just making it worse. So this olive oil, and I will say this to everybody out there, and most of you know because almost every review is 5-star, is the best olive oil, I believe, on the planet. The olives are amazing, and we'll show you some of the footage of how they're harvested. But Stephanie, I got to tell you, I'm on auto ship. I'm on my 5th shipment.
Love it,
and I've given it as gifts. People love this stuff. What makes it so special?
All right, well, what makes it so special, first of all, is the fact that it is made from a special olive. This is made from the Koroneiki olive. So all through Guys Food shows, we talk so much about where your food is sourced from and how much ingredients matter. There is one ingredient in Thea olive oil, and it is the juice of the Koroneiki olive. So you go all the way to the south of Greece, where there's a family farm. They hand pick these beautiful olives. And note that they're not real big. Think how many of these beautiful olives it takes. Once they are cold pressed, the juice is then carefully bottled, and then it travels over to us. So the care and concern that goes into each and every bottle of olive oil is the first start of why this is so special. But then you put it in your mouth and you feel the smoothness and you taste the richness and you realize that the olive oil that you have probably been buying your whole life at the grocery store is not the same. Here is the difference. Thea olive oil is single sourced with only the Koroneiki olive juice, if you will, pressed into the olive oil. That's the difference. If you go to the grocery store, that is a mishmash. We don't actually know where all those olives are from because that's how they're able to bottle it and sell it as olive oil. So the difference is the sourcing, the single sourcing. What's the difference in your mouth? Oh, I'm gonna let Guy talk about that. Why is this so different in your mouth when you try it?
I think because the quality starts from the olive itself and how they harvest it, how they take care of it, how they nurture it. They use a specific olive. It's not a whole bunch of olives from a bunch of other places.
Exactly.
And you can tell by the color, by the aroma. I always say as soon as you put it in your mouth, the olive like explodes, flavor explodes in your mouth. It's amazing.
It's a full mouthfeel. That's the word I like to use. Yep. So we've told you it's special, and the reviews will tell you just how special it is. So here's the problem I have. How do you know what to use something so special? Well, this is what I love what we've done. Look at the size of this bottle.
Wow.
And you're getting 2. So the answer of how to use it is use it liberally, use it all the time, because quite honestly, a little olive oil goes a very long way. So how do I use it? Well, if I'm gonna slice some tomatoes and have a quick little caprese salad, do you know how much better that caprese gets? How much richer? How much more luxurious if I just drizzle a little.
I used it the other day to make a bruschetta.
Yeah.
Bruschetta.
Was it the smoothest thing ever?
I've ever had in my life.
Absolutely, because this changes everything.
Even if you just put it on shrimp or scallops and you saute them, it has so much flavor. A little bit of lemon, a little bit of garlic. It starts with the oil. And, you know, we always read about why the Mediterraneans always are so healthy, right? Because they eat real food.
Absolutely.
Real ingredients.
Without preservatives and chemicals, and that's what this is.
If you, I don't even know why you would ever use any kind of other oil. Maybe a frying oil, like a peanut oil, is different because it's not as valuable.
And you need it for temperature.
Right, but this
is flavor. This is quality and flavor. All right, so it's Tuesday night, right? And I'm trying to make dinner just a little bit special. Heck, I'm probably just trying to make dinner, right? But let's make it as special as we can when I'm a working mom on the fly. So I take my good olive oil and I use that to saute my shrimp because it's gonna add another level of flair. You saw me drizzle it here on the chicken breast. I gotta be honest, a chicken breast, a grilled chicken breast, every time they show up at my house, someone goes, oh, we're having chicken again? You know what, make the chicken better. Drizzle some richness on the top. You don't have to fry the chicken. You don't have to even sauce the chicken. You just drizzle it with a little richness and a little bit of that healthy fat, and it changes the whole way it feels in your mouth. When you go to a fine restaurant, think about when they bring out the bread and the oil at the beginning of the meal. It's always the best thing you've ever had, right? And the reason is because that is an olive oil different than what what you're probably using at home, because that olive oil didn't come from the grocery store. Now, here's the thing. That olive oil also probably didn't come from a family farm in the south of Greece. That is how special this is. And what I love about this family, and by the way, the family lives there, talks to us, and sends it over. It is such a unique, it's as close as I can come to going to a Grecian market.
It's one of the hardest products for us to keep in stock.
Absolutely it is.
Everybody is on auto ship. In fact, if you want auto ship, I don't even know how many I have left of that. I know in regular single ship, I have like 900. We go through thousands of these every airing. So if you want to try something new or give somebody who's a foodie a really great gift, give them this.
Absolutely.
Right?
Remember, you're getting two. So you're getting two 25 plus ounce
51 ounces.
51 and a half ounces of olive oil. So you can certainly keep one, gift one. I buy multiples and do a lot of gifting. This was my girlfriend gift at a party where you bring like 5 of your favorite things one year. They have asked me for it every single year since then, because it is such a treat. So the other thing I like about it is they've made the whole experience unique and different.
I love the bottle.
The bottle is beautiful.
Love the bottle.
It is glass, and it is dark glass, because that helps keep the olive oil fresh. Now, when you look at the bottle, one of the first things that you'll notice is that there's a date on it. This, very similar to any other special thing, we were talking about this with maple syrup as well, it harvests once a year. When it's gone, it's gone. And olives are fickle. You know, if they don't have enough rain, if they have too much rain, then they don't get a good harvest.
They're like grapes.
We only, it's very similar to wine. So we only get what we get. And when this year's harvest is gone, then we'll have to wait till next year. So we always put the harvest year on it, so you know it is this year's harvest, and we change the art every year as well.
This is your last airing of the year that we know of.
This is the last scheduled airing before the holidays.
Rocky, how many do I have in just single ship? How many are left? 900 left in single ship. Guys, what's wonderful about this too is you get these great gift boxes. I don't know if we showed them to you in the beginning. So you have a wonderful gift to give to somebody, and if you know somebody that loves to eat, somebody that's a foodie, somebody that loves to cook, or somebody that just loves great flavor, you guys will flip when you try this out. I always like to put a little on top. Do you mind?
Absolutely.
So
Please do.
this.
Oops, I got a runner. Got a runner. All right. So here's what I want you to notice, though. We don't need to sauce this. We don't need to use a marinara or a heavy cream. Just a little bit of olive oil. Maybe squeeze some lemon on it so that we get our fat and our acid. And I have now made a gourmet meal. And what made it gourmet? The topping of the olive oil. It changes the quality and the flavor of absolutely everything you use it for. So I've got a couple tricks that I've been using for the holiday season. I may or may not occasionally buy store-bought hummus. Apologies to everybody.
I was just going to say, that's one of my favorite ways to use it.
Well, so then, the only reason I will buy store-bought hummus is because I know how to fake it, right? So if I'm running late, don't have time to do something fancier for my guests, I take things that I have bought, even if they're from the refrigerator section of the store, and I drizzle a little bit on it. Because even if the hummus isn't quite as rich as I'd like, I can make up for it with the drizzle of the olive oil. Isn't that beautiful? You could do the exact same thing with pesto. Isn't that wonderful? There is something about the hummus and the olive oil that makes it so special. So I'm going to do the same thing with the pesto. I'm just going to add a little bit extra on top.
And you can make your pesto with this if you want to.
Absolutely you can. And again, that's why I'm so excited that you're getting the 50 plus ounces, because that way you won't hesitate to use it. I admit, the first year that I worked with Thea, I was so excited and so in love with it, I babied it. I'm like, no, it's for a special occasion. Then I realized this is a lot of olive oil.
You yelled at me.
I know, we did. We both.
Stephanie yelled at me because I'm like, I like to use it sparingly because it's like gold to me. And she was like, don't use it. You're getting a ton of it.
Live it. Oh, so you were having the ravioli? I don't have to sauce that ravioli because now we've got all these clean, great ingredients.
Well, and the ravioli has flavor in it.
Absolutely.
So you can put a little Parmesan cheese on there and you'd be good to go. I love it on soups. I love it in dressings. I love it on salads.
Yeah, let's make it with the salad dressing here. You want me to do the whisking for me? I'm going to add a little. So remember, anytime you make a salad dressing, 2 to 1 is the only thing you have to remember. 2 parts oil to 1 part acid. In this case, we've used some lemon juice. Sometimes I use a balsamic vinegar, add some salt and pepper. That's all you need for a great salad dressing. I have been able to 100% give up any form of bottled salad dressing because I can make the best salad dressing in the world with literally 4 ingredients.
Why would you buy an Italian dressing or a Greek salad dressing?
Right.
And by the way, if you like Greek salad, you could make the best Greek salad dressing with this ever.
Out of this world.
Right, with a little feta and a little, oh my God, garlic. It would be killer.
You are making, again, because of the quality, you are able to do it. Again, what makes it special, the queen of the olives is what the Koroneiki olive is known as. This is all that is in Thea olive oil. One type of single-sourced, cold-pressed olive oil. The higher quality olive you use, the less acidic it is. So it's smooth, it fills your mouth, and it literally changes the flavor of absolutely everything that you use it on. I love the thought that they are picking these olives on a farm as a family, cold pressing them to keep the integrity of the juice.
Because it's a small company.
Absolutely.
And they put a lot of love into it. I find some of the best wine I've ever had is from smaller vineyards, right? Because they put a lot of love and care in it. This is so giftable. We're showing you some of the background. And look at how small the olives are. I think people think they're bigger because they buy the big colossals in a can and they think that's what olives are.
Which is not exactly how we make olive oil. Right. These do not equate to this. That is for sure. I know as a foodie, you know this. When you use olive oil on an ice cream or if you make it on an olive oil cake, it produces a creaminess. It actually enhances the creaminess of the ice cream
and the aroma.
As is. Just a little bit there. And that's why I'm saying this is gonna last you, and this is gonna open you to try new things. I actually never thought that bread and olive oil was all that exciting because it tasted kind of oily, right? If you don't have the right olive oil, this is a whole different taste because it has flavor. It takes the characteristics
and processed
of the olive.
oil has none of that.
Exactly.
I mean, processed oil is what they use in fast food places. You don't want to do that. Not for your family. You want to get the real deal, and that's what this is. All right, I need to update everybody. I have 800 left in single ship. If you want auto ship, we're checking on that now. Hey, Rocky, when you have a sec, let me know we got on auto ship because I know so many people like to get it on auto ship.
Absolutely. We
they
recommend that.
They buy it every 2 months.
We recommend that. If you're going to use this.
Okay. 700 now in single ship and just a few thousand on auto ship. We always load up on auto ship because we know most people that try it once, they want to get it every 2 months.
And we're going to have to wait till the next harvest at this point. Because again, it gets harvested, it gets bottled, it gets sent to us, and then once that harvest has been sold, we have to wait till it happens again. The crew getting a good treat there. What about things like pizza? Even if it isn't a great pizza, being able to drizzle it on a flatbed, drizzle it on a pizza, just anything that you can do to elevate your food.
When I finish the pizza and I have the crust left.
Oh, heck yeah.
Then I use the olive oil for the crust.
Yet you tell me not to give you too much bread here.
Yeah,
come on.
Now, if you're gonna go,
if you're gonna go big, right?
Go ahead first. Guys, 15,600 gone. I think I only have I have like less than 4,000 left. And you know, we sell 1 in 2,000 of these every airing.
Absolutely.
So if you want to get it home and you want to use an HSN credit card for the first time, this is $50 off. It's $9.95 because we're going to put $50 in your account when you open it. And today is the last day to do that. It's the biggest incentive that we do at the network all year long. So if you want to get it, and remember, you're going to get this guaranteed for holiday. So if you're giving it for a gift, and I can't think of a better foodie gift to get to anybody.
It's an amazing gift.
Right?
And it doesn't have to be anybody that particularly loves to cook. It's just loving the taste of good food.
Yeah.
Because you'll be able to say, listen, put it on your shrimp and on your fettuccine and then just squeeze some lemon on it and you're good to go. This is to me like, you know, when you go on vacation and you have time to poke around and you go into those, you know, high-end stores, the boutiques, whether they're food or gift, and you find something like this and you think, okay, it's a vacation. I'm going to treat myself. I love that we can bring this to you right now so that you can either treat yourself or you can treat those on your gift list to some absolutely phenomenal, high-quality food ingredients that we simply can't find everywhere. You'll never find this at a grocery store. You will never find a single-sourced olive oil made from the Queen Koroneiki olive at a grocery store because, quite honestly, they couldn't get enough of it to do it. It's special. The reason there's so much olive oil at the grocery store is because it's a mishmash of whatever's laying around.
Yeah, and you know what I love? And I love that you're doing this and you did the maple cream. Because you got to remember, it's a single ingredient, all right? It is harvested maybe once or twice a year, depending on what, as far as sap from a tree, really it has to be a certain time of year. It has to be when it gets cold, right? And the trees are running before they freeze. This is a family that doesn't do it every week.
No.
They have to harvest this maybe 1 or 2 good seasons, and we get to benefit from it. And I know from talking with Matt, who handles the account for this, he's like, they can't make enough of this stuff.
Oh no, we beg them for more.
They can't make enough of it. So if you want to get it, and you want to find out what all the big deal is about, order 2 of these bottles. And if, like I said, if you know somebody that's a foodie, they would flip for this.
No, I do. I absolutely love it for gifting because honestly, it's kind of one of those things where you rarely stop and say, I am going to treat myself to a phenomenal bottle of olive oil. But I will tell you this, once you do it, you will absolutely never go back. It has 100% changed the way I eat food and now, honestly, the way I cook food. Even when I'm not trying to do something fancy, I saute all my kids' meats, all our seafood, everything, every single salad dressing I make with Thea's olive oil because it changes the difference on the way absolutely everything tastes. What a cool gift to somebody to change how they actually taste all these different kinds of food. So that is definitely what's happened to me in using it. And you know what? Now I make sure I always have it. But again, you're getting a big bottle. If you look at the amount that 25+ ounces of olive oil is, and you're going to use it tablespoon by tablespoon, you could easily get 6 months out of it.
You buy a 16-ounce bottle of good quality olive oil, even from the grocery store, it's going to be $20 a bottle.
Is, and it's not even good.
And you're not even getting as much. And it's not even going to be the same Koroneiki olives.
Yeah.
Olive oil is expensive, all right? That's the good stuff, especially. And the better the grade of the olives, the more expensive the olive oil is. But it makes such a huge difference in the food you put it on. Like, why would you buy a cheap olive oil if you're going to be eating it?
Exactly.
I mean, you might as well get the best olive oil you can get.
And I had to be convinced that it did make a difference with cooking. And guess what? It does. Because when I saute in it, all of the flavor of the olive goes right into the food. So my family's going to tell you right away that they're tired of my pan-fried chicken breasts because we eat a lot of chicken at my house, right?
Cutlets. I love cutlets.
It's okay. It is okay. But I can make them sexy. I can make them rich. I can make them taste so much better by topping it with a little olive oil. Everything you see here gets elevated to another level when you add an ingredient that makes a difference. I'll be honest, I have a mom heart. I love the family farm story. I love the fact that this family is so proud of what they create. We've asked them to, well, maybe you could put it in different bottles so we can get more of it. And they said, nope, we want it just like it is because of the quality.
I've talked to every one of our chefs who are the big chefs. We got Wolfgang, we have Curtis, we have Chef Taylor who's coming up in a bit. You ask any of those chefs, what are the big things? What are the most important things on becoming a decent cook? And they will say 2 things. They will say quality tools and the best ingredients every single time.
And if you don't like to cook,
and they'll say,
you could just go right to the ingredients.
But here's what you do if you don't like to cook. Go buy some scallops, shrimp. Take them home. You can lightly flour them or dust them if you want. That's what I do. Pan sear them in a little bit of this olive oil, all right? You add capers, squeeze a lemon, a little bit of wine, let it reduce, put it over pasta. It's not complicated.
Exactly.
It's really good, and I would get the best seafood I could buy too. It's really good ingredients, decent tools, which we're gonna learn a little bit more with when Chef Tila comes out. But that's all it is. It's not that complicated. You have to start with good stuff.
You do, and you can see the difference when you look right up close at that. Your grocery store olive oil doesn't have that tinge to it. You know why? Because it isn't pressed from one high quality olive. This is what a Koroneiki olive looks like when it comes from South Greece, a family farm, cold pressed, carefully bottled, beautiful artwork added just because they love it that much. And now we can gift it, we can cook with it.
Look how many sold.
And we can enjoy it.
15,878 people are going to be so happy. I have 500 left if you want to get the single ship. And here's what you're getting. You're getting 2 boxes. Each one comes in its own box, and the stories on the box, I should say, the lone ingredient, which is Koroneiki olive oil, but you will flip out, and whoever you give it to will love to cook with it.
You'll never go back. You will 100% never go back.
I will never buy another olive oil again. You can't.
No.
It's like carrying Maine maple syrup.
Yep.
There's nothing better. Thanks, my dear.
Good to see you.
All right, good to see you too. Hey, come on over here.